From Miami, Florida, today we get to enjoy the temperature-controlled atmosphere under the roof of Marlins Park. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Miami Marlins. Giancarlo Stanton, one of the season's top power hitters, makes a final push for a home run title. Next. Edinson Volquez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Edinson Volquez is an interesting story. At one time had a big power arm. Doesn't have that huge velocity that he once has. He's still 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good hard slider that he throws for strikes. His changeup he'll use occasionally. A ground ball type pitcher that if he has that good breaking ball, he'll be tough to beat.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
Ready now, Jimmy Childers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Childers, playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in 2017.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Stanton, and he makes the catch in the corner. Stepping into the box, Joey Votto, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
The 1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cruises through the first, no problem. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Luis Castillo is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
In now, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a looper to left. Mayer is over, 1 away. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
In is Christian Yelich, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, Dior, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the playoff picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
Up next from Miami, Giancarlo Stanton. It's been a big season for him in the power department, closing in on a home run title. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still no score. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ripped down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Patrick Kivlahan. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now the 1-1 pitch. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Standing in, Justin Bour. In yesterday's game, he was responsible for the only run driven in by his club. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
2-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 2-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. On deck, there you see Troy Tulowitzki. Grounded up the first baseline. Taken in by Votto, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, looking at the numbers, although this team won their last game, they did commit 2 errors, which they are going to have to clean up today if they're going to be more effective on the defensive side of the ball. Let's see who flashes the leather in this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Bottom of the second here with no score. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mayer is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Carmen.
So
Lopez.
digging in now, Carmen Lopez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Soft liner towards center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 11 home runs and 48 driven in. The 1-0 delivery. High in the air out towards shallow right. Kivlahan is in pursuit, and that retires the side. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. A great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now for the top of the 3rd inning on the show. Stepping into the box, Darwin Barney. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Stanton has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one gone now as you take a look there at the standings in the National League East. And you see where the Marlins find themselves entering play today. Now in the box, Doug Mayer. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Called strike over the outside corner.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Luis Castillo. And he puts it on the ground to second. Right to Gordon. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Martin Prado now. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss.
Martin.
Here comes the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Swing and a line drive. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
In now, Edinson Volquez. And he pops up the bunt attempt. This is foul for the first strike. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. No home runs as of yet, and a couple RBIs. And look out. Oh, that got him. And any time you hit the pitcher, you're asking for trouble.
Oh, boy, pro pitchers belong to a closed fraternity, so you don't usually see that very often. And any time it does happen, folks start hanging on the top steps of the dugout. These things usually don't go unpunished.
Here's D. Gordon now. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hamilton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Two balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0. Pulled toward right center field. Hamilton is under it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play. And just like that, the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
No balls and a strike to count. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up on the backhand. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Hey, listen, D-Row, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the street. This could get the offense going.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. To Gordon for 1. On to first, but no, not in time as he really took a tumble at second base, letting go of that ball.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
In is Joey Votto now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2. Popped him up. Tulowitzki calls for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter.
Ready for another chance. Scooter Gennett, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
1-1 the count now. Childers, the runner at first with 2 gone. 2 balls and a strike to Gennett.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Pitch outside. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as they'll just hang on to it. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for Cincinnati. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. And that dinger puts him in second place on the league leaderboard.
Well, we certainly mentioned the fact that this guy leads the league in home runs, and now he's got one more to add to that total. Perfect swing right there and a home run to left field.
Standing in now, Justin Bour, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now here it comes. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, a shortstop, number 2, Troy.
Ready now for the Marlins, Troy Tulowitzki. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away.
The left field, number 3, Carmen Lopez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carmen Lopez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Swing and a high pop drifting into foul territory. Votto waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We played 4. It's now 1-0 Miami. Catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in.
Leading off with the Reds, the catcher number 39, Devin Mesoraco.
Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Mesoraco, or just Rocco for short. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season.
Ball 2.
2-0.
2-0.
Grounded to short. There to field it is Tulowitzki. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 3.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. At the plate, Patrick Kivlahan. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch of the at-bat. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Stanton on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, Third baseman.
Striding into the box, Darwin Barney. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Breaking ball in for a strike.
1-1.
One and two. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail this one 1-0. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
JT Realmuto.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. And a neck high fastball that time. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dilo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Martin Prado now 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First offering on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The pitcher, number 36, Edinson Volquez.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Edinson Volquez. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one. Well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 is a ball as he pulled the bunt back. Now the 2-0 home. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get foul. 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Here's D. Gordon now. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's late. He's safe. That was a big-time stab. There was just too much speed getting down the line. Hey, now. Riding in, Doug Mayer will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Stepping in now, Luis Castillo. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
1-2 the count to the Reds pitcher.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. 0-1, here it comes. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. 1-2 the count to Billy Hamilton.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Reds are down in order. It remains 1-0.
Ready
once again, Christian Yelich. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Christian Yelich.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1. This is pulled into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Giancarlo Stanton will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
The batter, first baseman, Justin Bour.
Digging in, Justin Bour. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. smoke toward the hole. Fielded by Jeanette. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. So striding forward now, Jimmy Childers. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Good heat there from Volquez. It's 0-1.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Yelich is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in, Joey Votto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way out in front.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
The windup and the 0-1. Seared down the first baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of the windup all game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch. And he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Ground ball sent back up the middle to Gordon for one. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Reds go down quietly. They're down 1-0. Yuri Maya gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called. Strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Carmen Lopez. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. That's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s.
In now, JT Realmuto. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Lopez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. The 1-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. This ball, 2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
First offering on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. One and 1 the count to Martin Prado. The 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Mayer has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1. 1, but they lead it. Stepping up to the plate, Devin Mesoraco. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. New pitcher set to take over here, and we'll see the right-hander Junichi Tazawa. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Behind 0-2 now. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. And it's fouled away. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Digging in once again, Patrick Kidlahan, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Tazawa is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
So coming to the plate, Darwin Barney. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Takes a curveball right on the corner.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Popped him up. Prado in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So to go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Marlins on top, 1-0. Kenny McElroy is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Swing hard liner to left center, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, D. Gordon, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit to third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Now batting, center fielder, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
McElroy on third. Gordon is at second with nobody out. Line drive, right field, base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. Tag for Mesoraco, and they got him at the plate.
The right fielder, number 27.
Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a slurve's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. 2 gone.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you can spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Stepping in now, Justin Bohr. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Calling for it, Mayer. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. The Marlins lead it 2-0. Elliot Sanchez comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Elliot Sanchez.
Ready for another shot now, Doug Mayer, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Heading out towards shallow right. Stanton has a read on it. 1 out.
The pitcher, number 30.
Shane Pinheiro will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Pinheiro.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Bohr ranging into shallow right, but the second baseman calls him off and makes the catch. And there are 2 gone now. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The win would go to Edinson Volquez should the lead hold up. 1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now this crowd of just over 21,000 are on their feet. Fly ball right down the line in left. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
A 2-0 finish today. The Miami Marlins took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Edinson Volquez picks up his team-leading 13th win as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Luis Castillo is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Elliot Sanchez wraps it up for the save, his 17th on the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors, about 6 men on base. For the Reds, no runs and only 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 26 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Comer Metro Rail Station.